According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the official rate of unemployment is now 7.9%. 12.3 million Americans are unemployed. Millions of them have been out of work for 6 months or longer. However, if the number of people who are underemployed, too discouraged to look for work, or marginally attached to the labor force are added to the official number, the real unemployment rate nearly doubles to 14.4%. That means nearly 1 in 7 American workers can't find full-time work to support their families. Economists like James Galbraith and Nobel laureates Paul Krugman and Joseph Stiglitz see continuing high unemployment as a crisis that must be addressed. They call for government stimulus to create the jobs that will pull the country out of its lingering recession. But in Washington, politicians and pundits have come together around the idea that government spending and debt are the urgent issues facing the country now. They have allowed deep spending cuts that threaten the nation's economic recovery, the sequester, to go into effect. As a result of the sequester, hundreds of thousands of teachers, nurses, construction workers, and federal employees such as food inspectors, airport security, FBI agents, and others will lose their jobs. That will raise the official unemployment rate back to 9%, reduce projected growth this year by 2/3, and push the economy back into recession. Just days before the sequester went into effect, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke told the Senate Banking Committee, besides having adverse effects on jobs and incomes, a slower recovery would lead to less actual deficit reduction in the short run. And that's the great irony of Washington's budget-cutting mania. As we've learned from Europe, self-imposed austerity is self-defeating. Far from being a solution, it makes things worse, not better. Laid-off workers stopped paying taxes and began to collect unemployment. Those who used to have employer-sponsored health insurance began to rely on the government for their care. As joblessness persists, desperate workers turn to food stamps to get enough to eat. That has a ripple effect on the economy as a whole. As laid-off government workers tighten their belts and the economy slows, other businesses will lay off their workers in response. The American people can't stand on the sidelines waiting for Washington to solve our problems any longer. We must act, and act now, to tell Washington to enact policies that will put Americans back to work and grow the economy. The Jobs Now Coalition urges you to call your congresspeople and to join in planned public protests against austerity.